Hi, my name is Ravi, Chari, President of HCA Healthcare's West Florida Division, and I want to congratulate you on joining the nation's largest provider of healthcare services. We are absolutely committed to providing world-class care to our patients and invite you to be an active participant in our culture of excellence. Excellence in our provision of care to patients and excellence in the growth and development of each of you as colleagues. In welcoming you to the division, I want to talk about three things. First, I want to talk about HCA Healthcare in the West Florida Division. Second, I want to talk about your expectations of me as the division president. And third, I want to talk about my expectations of you as a colleague in the HCA Healthcare West Florida Division. Let's talk about HCA Healthcare. Two physicians, Dr. Thomas Frist Sr. and Dr. Thomas Frist Jr., along with a business person, Jack Massey, founded HCA Healthcare in 1968. They envisioned a new model of healthcare where combined resources would improve delivery of patient-focused care, create a better environment for physicians to practice medicine, and establish a better place for people who want to work in healthcare. From our onset, HCA Healthcare exists for our patients, our physicians, and our people who work in healthcare. And from the beginning, they committed to the mission. Above all else, we are committed to the care and improvement of human life. Prior to joining HCA, I was a transplant surgeon. I joined HCA at a hospital level as a chief medical officer and had several roles, including a corporate role. Through these experiences in HCA, I've got to see the company and see it for the vast power and impact it can have on healthcare. For example, when you join the team, you'll see many of our members using a tool called SPOT, which helps us identify sepsis early. You'll also see in hospitals where we deliver babies, we proved with the March of Dimes in a study that a baby going to full term is better off than a baby who's induced early. And we've shown how we can reduce bloodstream infections. These are just a few examples of how we raise the bar and unlock possibilities in healthcare. You are now part of this team. In addition to our focus on patient care and quality, we are rapidly expanding our role and focus in education. We are currently the largest sponsor of graduate medical education in the country. Additionally, our nurse residency curriculum supports the professional development of new graduate nurses, and we work closely with area nursing schools, community colleges, and universities to ensure that we have outstanding clinicians that we need that will help us provide world-class care in our hospitals. So now that I've spoken a little bit about HCA Healthcare, let me talk about HCA Healthcare, the West Florida Division. HCA Healthcare West Florida is the largest healthcare system along Florida's west coast, caring for more than 1.2 million patients last year in our 15 hospitals, 24 ER locations, 14 ambulatory surgical centers, and 54 practice locations. And now that you're part of the HCA Healthcare West Florida Division, I want to tell you what our goal is. Our goal is to be the provider system of choice. And in order to achieve our goal, we need to have a daily focus. And our daily focus is patient experience. And when I think about patient experience, I think about the three things our patients want, no different than the same things you or I would want if we came into a hospital. And those three things that shape patient experience are: number one, our patients want us to help them. Number two, our patients don't want us to harm them. They don't want to leave the hospital with an infection or an injury they otherwise didn't come in with. And number three, they want us to treat them with dignity, compassion, and respect. I remember as a practicing physician when patients came to see me, they actually had two types of suffering: the illness that they had, as well as the anxiety that they had about their illness. Their worry about what this new illness meant to them, their family, and their future. So please remember, we'll be able to achieve our goal of being the provider system of choice only by treating every patient with compassion and kindness. Okay, so I've told you about HCA Healthcare and a little bit more about the West Florida Division, our goal and our focus. Now let me talk about what you should expect of me as your division president. You should expect 3 things of me. Number 1, that I help pick the leadership talent and set the cultural tone for the division. Number 2, that I encourage and open channels of communication. And number 3, that I support hospitals to execute and achieve their strategic goals. So let me talk about what we look for in leaders in HCA Healthcare West Florida, and in fact we look at this for all of our colleagues in the division. Number 1 is integrity, and integrity means honesty, responsibility, and professionalism. Number 2 is hard work. Number 3 is commitment. Commitment to the organization, commitment to your colleagues, commitment to your patients, and almost most importantly, commitment to yourself to ensure that you're always going to do the right thing. And number 4, we look for leaders who pay attention to the details, because in healthcare, lives are at stake and the details matter. So when we pick these leaders who have these values, it gives us a chance to set our culture. And our culture in HCA Healthcare West Florida is the same as the culture that Tom Frist Sr., Tom Frist Jr., and Jack Massey started over 50 years ago. And that's a culture of excellence, a culture of execution, and a culture of accountability. Excellence for us is about providing world-class care. Excellence is not a goal or an aspiration, it's an expectation. Excellence for us in the West Florida Division is about being world-class. So let me talk about what world-class means. World-class means we achieve a top 10 percentile ranking in all that we do, whether it's patient safety, patient care, or operational metrics. World-class means that we commit to and set behaviors including treating each person as an individual and acknowledging them, always demonstrating a genuine, caring, and sincere approach, treating our patients with dignity, compassion, and respect, saying hello to family members, patients, visitors, and physicians, and looking people in the eye when you speak to them. It means if something's not right, fix it, or raise the concern so that it can be fixed. If there's something on the floor, stop and pick it up. If someone forgets to wash his or her hands, remind them. World-class means being kind to each other. If a family or patients look lost in your hospital, ask, "May I help you?" And always remember, an unexpected thank you goes a long way. And most importantly, world-class means that we hold others accountable. Accountability for me means say what you're going to do what you said you're going to do. Execution and excellence are underpinned by our commitment to accountability. You are now part of HCA Healthcare. You're part of our rich past, and more importantly, you're part of our future, where we will raise the bar, unlock possibilities, and care like family. And at the end of the day, we exist to give people a healthier tomorrow. Wherever you work, whatever your role, always do remember that our goal is to be the provider system of choice, and every day our focus is patient experience. Congratulations and welcome to the HCA Healthcare West Florida Division.